Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy. And welcome to the listeners on the podcast too, on Podomatic, of course. And today we're looking at the best games on Kickstarter under $100 from 2021. I hope you're well. And this is basically part one of special programs going out for December in this festive period. This is the best under $100. We're going to have the best over $100. And if you're on the podcast, this is going to be a double header. You're going to get both of them put in. So you're in for a big episode today on the podcast. But if you're on YouTube, there will be separate videos, of course. And there will be a part 3 after Christmas, which is going to be looking at the worst games on Kickstarter. A lot of them I was mega excited for, but just kept doing things to annoy me. And I'm going to tell you why I hate them now, why they became my bugbears, and what was the final nail in the coffin, because I had pledging on these and they all fell under the radar. Hit the silk. Ooh, a daring £100,000 heist. Yes, you've stole some money, but the plane's going down. Now, this was a really cool Kickstarter this year. A game of suspense and treachery. Yeah, you're on the plane, it's losing altitude, and you can see they're throwing the money out of the plane. And you are trying to get out, but there's only 3 parachutes, 4 hijackers. What are you going to do? Now, this is a really cool small game, actually, only coming in at around a £22 on the nose, and wonderful components and art, as you can see the plane's going to be going down into the ocean here. Love the kind of 1950s vibe that the game has, and the automata looks so cool as well. Really cool campaign. Love all the little cards that you get as well. It's a really nice tight package. For me, it goes in the holiday class. I'd love to take this small box on holiday, and it just looks so fun. It's got that bit of a chaos where the clock's ticking down as you've got to kind of complete the objective, because the plane is going to crash and all this stuff. It was just a fascinating Kickstarter. Like I say, small box here, and I'm pretty sure all these games on today's list are laid back as well. So if you want to go back and check my video about why I really fell in love with this Kickstarter, you can find that out. But basically, it's not let me down. It's like looking phenomenal as it comes. Lightweight, yes, but fun. Super great theme. Fresh on the nerve as well. So yeah, Hit the Silk. Worthy on this list. A fantastic Kickstarter for under $100. DEFCON 1. Wow, this was an incredible Kickstarter. DEFCON 1. Asymmetric Cold War, but war game, area control game. Dear me, you get a lot in this box, and I'll tell you, for €70, what a bargain you're going to be getting here. Now, the factions that you pick, they've all got unique units. It's like unique decks of cards to play with this alternate history that's going on here. You know, you've got the USSR, you've got the United States, you've got the non-aligned movement, which is potentially rogue nation. Republic of China and the French Republic as well. All great. You could basically, you've got technology tree, you can go into the space race, there's so much going on here, but the map looks spectacular. I really like this. And the components that got upgraded were really great. We got to see all of the really cool units, and you can see how beautiful the cards look for each faction. You're all going to have different decks, and it was just like amazing that they've just put all this attention to detail in it, right? and wow, it just blew me away. And late pledge as well, if you're into kind of area control or war games. This has kind of combined the two with this kind of history, massively unlocked as well. The big one here is the sticker sheet to put decals on your fantastic little meeples. Is there a V-pulls? Are they V-pulls if they're vehicles anyway? DEFCON 1 looks fantastic though. Getting this to the table though, as you go through the time of history, getting better technology, advancing units, nuking people, and all that good stuff. And the map just looks so fresh as well, because you've got the United States on the east side of the map, so it looks kind of different. But other than that, it looks like a fantastic design. Love the box cover, and wow, it really stood out there as an amazing Kickstarter this year. And for under $100, it was fantastic. And again, check my video if you want my long form video. But yeah, 2 to 5 player asymmetric Cold War and area control just looked fantastic for anyone who's into kind of all history, but history all the same, forging your path of history going forward. Amazing DEFCON 1. Call to Adventure Epic Origins. Oh my goodness me. Call to Adventure 2.0, if you will. Yes, this is looking fantastic. I love it. Playing a game of adventure, talking about our hero goes from a, villager all the way to becoming a hero and charting their path forward. It's a really cool game, kind of gateway light-ish. Definitely one to pull out if you've got like a big game coming up and you've got waiting for people to arrive. Some people like to come early. You can whap this out and get it played in half an hour. Super cool. Gorgeous art on the cards, and lots here to love because it's kind of growing on the original, but also you can really use this as a 2.0 to your adventure, right? So to any kind of RPG, so for the backstory. And it's a far more interesting way of creating a backstory by playing this game, because the cards obviously tell you the story. Even if you go for the big pledge here, you can get a beautiful book mat. The book here has an insert for quick setup. It's just fantastic pricing for this Kickstarter, and it just looks phenomenal. And I can't wait to play this game, to actually get some stories out there to push into the role-playing game. So yeah, absolutely epic stuff coming from Call of Adventure. Looking super tight. Great Kickstarter this year. And of course, late backing will be available too. Mindbug First Contract. Oh, this little card game. Getting bigger. It's going into a box now. Well, cuddly art, yes, but this is definitely for travelling or taking to work. Look at the little deck of cards. What is it then? It's taking all the best bits from a dueling card combat game, but distilling it down into a game, bringing all that fun in with less of the baggage that comes with having to pay for all the cards. So it's a fantastic experience that you're getting. Super strategy as well. No luck at all in this game. You can steal cards from people. There's going to be bluffing people, and there's all sorts of amazing stuff that's happening here. And there's going to be more of this. This is just the start of a bigger project. So this is very, very cool coming in. Very, very low pledge, and looking fantastic, mind. But what you've done here looks great, and this really was a fantastic showing. Because I love this new category of distilled genres down, because they're taking these heavier time games, and of course, like Magic the Gathering is kind of a heavier game because you put so much money into that game, and there's such a big thing. Well, you've got Richard Garfield from that coming in here to help them out with this. I think there's 5 designers or something like this on this game, but super, super cool. And just for the low price, what a kickstarted game to bring out a deck of cards. So unique, because there's nothing like Mindbug out there. And again, distilled, really super exciting, fresh genre. Blitzkrieg, exclamation mark, looking at you. Was it fantastic? And I think Mindbug's going to go fantastic too. So cool. Resurgence. Oh, yeah, baby. Stan Kodinsky going rogue. He's going rogue. What is this guy doing? Anyway, this game looks fantastic. Worker placement. Post-apocalyptic world in Russia with some quirky art from Russian artists too. Super different, yes. There's a bit of bag building and of course tough choices in this competitive game. And yeah, it's an interesting journey because didn't he go solo with Fantasia last year? Well, no, that's kind of the Fantasia group is a bigger collection, and he's really gone solo, like into the indie sphere. Him with a few, collaborating with a few people. So this is a tiny indie studio now, and really did need Kickstarter to bring this game out. Potentially not even going to come out at retail. We'll just have to see this journey of the game. But yeah, absolutely phenomenal gameplay. Looks a little bit like the War of Mine here, but isn't at all as heavy as that. But using all the survivors, and you've got all the cards and stuff, it's like a really cool theme and awesome gameplay. If you check out any of the videos, it's like a really under the radar gem resurgence, because it didn't really kick off on Kickstarter, but it did pass its goal. And I think potentially just because it had problems delivering to certain countries because the indie team here didn't have that setup coming in on Kickstarter. But whatever the case, you can late pledge it, and fingers crossed shipping from more countries does come out. So keep your eye on this one, just to see if there's any news on Resurgence, because it's like one of the super hot titles on Kickstarter this year that hardly got noticed, but absolutely fantastic to get to the table. Oh yes, look at it! Super funky Russian art. Wow. Let's go to the next. Embryo Machine, a mecha war game. What's this then? This is a game from Japan. 1 to 6 players. This is actually played competitive in Japan. It's like a mega hot title that's played in all of the board game cafes. Stunningly popular, and it's getting redone in English by this fantastic company on Kickstarter. And look at this retail price of this, it's so low. But there was the Kickstarter exclusive, $75. But there was like an SDL to get these mechs. So you could print them out, but really, you want minis to come out. The battle boards though is kind of simple, but I think that the dream of this is the actual battling across it, and your mechs are going to look big on these boards. And each of the mechs has a massive 189 card deck of abilities that you can pick from. So add-on cards too to really make your mechs look different. But the fact that it's been competitive for years and it's been tweaked just shows you that this game is fully balanced from everything that's been going on here. So it's basically design your own mech, throw it into combat, let's duke it out, and it sounds so fantastic. And I just like the legacy of this game because of the journey it's gone on. And even when you look at mech games out there, there's nothing like the customization that you can get in this game. Where each game you're developing a mech in a different way. They've each got their own strengths and weaknesses, and it's looking very, very cool from Japan. And Lion Wing Studios are publishing, did a fantastic job on Kickstarter, and the late pledge, of course, on this one too. An incredible Kickstarter, which was again under the radar. Only 759 backers, including myself, but amazing peeps. Don't let this one fall off your radar, because it was a great Kickstarter, and totally a game I want to play. The Stuff of Legend, the board game. It's Kevin Wilson. Who's he? From Final Fantasy Flight Studios. He's basically redone Arkham Horror, hasn't he? Has the Stuff of Legend. He has. He's redone it. But he's slapped on a full license from this book series, Stuff of Legend, which is mega cute. They've actually got the artist from the graphic novels to do the board, all the cards. And all these miniatures look fantastic on the game. Oh man, the attention to detail that's gone into this Kickstarter has been phenomenal. And it has that creepiness still that's going on, you know. It is like a tight game. But great characters, roster from the series, and really lending heavy on the theme. I love the playfulness of everything that's here, even though it's supposed to be kind of dark as well. And yeah, absolutely look fantastic. Just the pedigree on the designer alone should spark your interest, but the fact that he got this great theme really highlighted the book to many Kickstarter fans, and it was just an incredible Kickstarter. And again, people not giving credence to these were incredible Kickstarters, and look at what they're doing. Mega exciting crossover there between Arkham Horror and the Stuff of Legend. And perfect to get on board, because this is much quicker than Arkham Horror as well. It's like tightened up, streamlined, and refreshingly themed and cute, wonderful, but tight. What a Kickstarter. This really is in the top end categories here, and wow, an incredible game. I think it was $1 under 100 euros or dollars, sorry. So this just got in on it. I can't remember the pledge. Yeah, $99 for this beast. So it got on here very by the thin of a dollar, right? But it got on the category list. Wow, the Stuff of Legend. Let's go to number 2. Flamecraft. Oh yes, this is a fantastic looking game. Amazing gateway, accessible, wonderful, charming, amazing components, art just to die for, and this is going to be the start of an amazing franchise, and hopefully it's going to go into like an adventure. We got hints after the campaign end that they're going to be all these dragons and people are going to go on a journey, so who knows where this is going, but it's the start of a massive franchise, it looks like, and it was a big bomb. It hit Kickstarter. The artist is well known, of course. She's a dragon artist with these cutesy dragons, but they're all working in different places and doing different stuff. Kickstarter just went so phenomenally great, with almost the best in class social goals due to quizzes and photograph competitions and wonderful things. You check this out if you want to know about how to do social stretch goals and get your game out there. Absolutely amazing stuff here. Some people thought it's a little bit light. I only come to Kickstarter for real games, but no. I mean, you're getting people round to your house that don't play games. How many games can you say, do you fancy playing a game, and you can bring out that'll delight them? This game's going to do that. It's going to charm the pants off people that aren't in the hobby, and yeah, not too difficult to teach. less than an hour to play, and maybe these people, that's enough time to play a game. So yeah, I think this is a great game for that, and I think it's going to be a game when you don't mind playing with kids as well. So much in Flamecraft that I'm mega excited for, and I'm so happy that this came to Kickstarter, because it was like wow. And let's hope that this goes into an amazing franchise going forward, because almost 30,000 backers. I think it's like the 18th biggest Kickstarter ever. It's definitely going somewhere, and what a game. Like I said, super gateway. Love it. Beast. Of course, Beast. What a game this is, peeps. My number one spot for under $100. It's hidden movement. Well, sort of. Yeah. It's one versus many. One player's playing the Beast. They are going to be running around trying to level up and get stronger whilst getting hunted by everybody else. But when the Beast gets powerful enough, he will turn on the hunters and attack them. Absolutely phenomenal. Now the art, really, really cool. Love the Beast art. The people that were playing the game were criticizing it. It's all been addressed. So there's been movement across the Kickstarter. And charming art, wonderful different beasts to play, and look at that, $1 for the all-in pledge, which got you quite a lot, including coins and stuff. Amazing stuff going on here with this campaign. But just such exciting gameplay for hidden movement, because you don't feel like I'm just hiding from people. Because you're doing stuff to level up. You've got to go out there and eat monsters. Eat animals and villagers and attack towns and stuff. You're actually doing really cool stuff as a beast. And as the hunters, you're trying to track this person down and work as a group. So really, really cool gameplay. Fascinating game though, and certainly a game you can explain to really excite people. And a game like no other. This is what Kickstarter's about, isn't it? Bringing fresh, super cool ideas to the industry. And Beast was amazing that this has not been picked up by anyone before, because, if they're not going to do it, we're going to do it. And thankfully, Studio Mid-Hall did it. Oh man, was there a game more exciting in the $100 category? No. Beast was it for me. So cool, and really, out of all the games on the list, they were all an amazing list of games. This is my number one most excited game, or the best Kickstarter this year for that. Just amazing peeps. Well, there you go. That is my top list for the 100 games under $100. Oh, the next video on the channel will be the over $100 category, so keep a lookout for that. It's coming very soon. So yeah, put in the comments what your top games were under $100. Very, very curious. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe. Bye-bye for now, and Merry Christmas.